All right, so this is going to be a video explaining the extra bench spot that we have in our league. It is a tradable bench spot. It's a bench spot that expires. The basic logic of it is, in fantasy football, traditionally, there's really no way to do a true 2-for-1 deal. If you're getting 2 players back, that means you're going to have to cut somebody. So it is always a 2-for-2 deal, which sometimes can work if you have somebody on your team that's just terrible and you don't want to play them anyway. It's fine to cut them. But I like the idea of you just get the full value back in any 2-for-1 deal. You get both of those players. So we have a bench spot that can be traded. The way it works is if 2 parties agree at the end of a trade to create one bench spot to send to one of the 2 teams in the deal, that bench spot gets created, it gets added to your roster, and it expires after 3 games have been played from the moment of the trade. So you get 3 weeks with this bench spot, and it's just both parties agree that, if I'm trading with you and we have a deal in place and I'm sending you 2 players, you're sending me 1 player, we would both agree, and you also get the 3-week bench spot that will, expire after 3 weeks. So what does it look like? It looks like on your spreadsheet, if you don't have the bench spot, it's grayed out here, and then I'll find somebody here who does have one. If you do have a bench spot, it'll become green on your screen. You'll be able to add a player into it, and you'll see up here an additional information that it expires after week 2. So what do you do when your bench spot expires? You can either let it expire, and then you do have to drop a player, or you can work out a 2-for-1 deal where you send 2 players to somebody else for 1 player, and now your roster, you don't have to cut anybody because you included somebody in the trade, or you do another deal that both parties agree. You get to extend your bench spot for another 3 weeks. So that's it. It's pretty straightforward. It's just one of the many ways that we try to make trading a little bit easier, a little more logistically makes sense for how trade logic works. And I enjoy it. I love throwing bench spots into deals. So hopefully this makes sense to you. Hopefully this explains everything you need to know. But if you have any questions, drop a comment, get in contact with me. I'm happy to answer it. But yeah, thanks for playing.